Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome back to another Rome 2 Siege battle. This one's a bit of a mix and match, and I also think possibly playing a little fast and loose with the rules here. So let's naturally get into the players on the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and start. Alright, so this one has been sent in to us by Emperor Katsu. We'll start with the attackers since we can see them, and then we'll move on to the defenders. Attacking as Macedon, we have Big Gucci. Emperor Katsu is playing as Kush. Insuberes is being commanded by Petricla. It's Ptrckla2. So I'm going to say Petricla. Petricla? I don't know. And then playing as Seleucid, we have Worf. Defending, we have Gaul Solwals playing as Rome. Brant playing as Lali. Jason playing as Tartuna, and Noble Ewok playing as Egypt. Now, it's worth noting that, obviously, as I said, it's a bit of a mix and match. We have the Insuberes, we have Tartuna, we have Lali, who's right here. And Rome is actually not vanilla Rome, but I believe it is from the Caesar in Gaul DLC, it looked like. I got to see their army comp before the replay actually loaded, and I noticed that they had some club levy, and it looked like Gallic hunters as well. So yeah, I believe that that's from the Caesar and Gaul DLC. So let's get into it. We'll start with Macedon, work our way around, and then we'll start. So Macedon is rocking what looks like a bunch of thorax swords. He also has some royal peltists, shield bearer general. Looks like we have 3 Cretans and Rhodian slingers. Personally, I would have put them back here just so that they're not in the line of sight of the ballista, but you know. Sis and Cav, not what I would have brought. I mean, if you're going to bring Cav with Macedon, you might as well bring something a little bit better, but who knows what the funds were. And then over here, he's got a ballista and looks like some more thorax swords. Kush is bringing some Kushite Royal Guard. He has an African ballistic here. He also has a giant ballista, so that's what I was saying, fast and loose with the rules. But, of course, if it was agreed upon, then it's not an issue, especially since it appears that Rome has 2 wall-mounted ballistas, so I'm assuming that that was an agreed-upon rule that one faction could have 2 artillery pieces, which, honestly, is kind of cool. It's always better to have, I mean, if you can, if it's allowed, you can have, if you get more artillery, that's always good, especially if you can get this little guy inside the walls and start shotgunning some enemy troops. Woo! Shee! All right, he has some Nubian bowmen and then Royal Kushite archers as well. 3 Royal Kushite archers, 1 Nubian bows. We got some armored Shotel warriors in the back. Kushite slave infantry. We also have some Shotel warriors. Regular slave infantry. And that's about it. Now, Seleucid, or Insuberes, rather. Let's see, Tribalist warriors. We got some Gallic Elder swordsmen. They're pretty nasty, actually. 60, 45, 75, and 65. Then we have Highland Hunters. Not bad. Did they get anything special? Let's see. Looks like they have Stalk and Snipe as well. So that's pretty cool, actually. Basically, they're like Gallic hunters. More Gallic Elder swords, including his gem, and just it's just full on Gallic, super, well not super, but very heavy infantry. Seleucid is bringing what appears like only 3 Syrian heavy archers, unless he has his 3rd one. He has what? He has 4 archers? Javelin men, okay. Well, maybe that was allowed. So he has 4 Syrians and 1 javelin. You know, personally. I would not put a Syrian on top of the tower, but they might have something else in mind. Obviously, it was the Highland Archers that were able to Vanguard deploy these units for them. Or maybe even the Tribalist Warriors. Who knows? Anyway, Seleucid, continuing on. We got some Silver Shield Swords. Whoa. Oh my god. This must have been a high fun game. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Silver Shield Swords. We have 30 Spears and a couple Thorax Pikes. We have Hellenic Cataphracts, Median Cav, and that's going to be it. And then we'll cover Lali because they're out and about. We can see them. We got the Sardi Axemen here. Very cool. Now, cool thing about Lali, if some of you don't know, I'm sure some of you do. All of their forces, all their units that they get, can Vanguard deploy. From the lowest tier infantry to the highest tier, spears, cav, archers, general units, every single unit in the Lali lineup can Vanguard deploy. This is from the Rise of the Republic DLC, as is Tarchuna. And Lali is pretty nasty. They can get beat up pretty quickly, though, so it's a bit of a trade-off, I feel. With the Vanguard deployment and whatnot. So, we'll have to be aware, because there is a possibility that there are more Lali troops lying in wait somewhere that we just can't see as of yet. Or who knows, maybe they are just inside the walls and waiting for their moment to strike. But, we're going to start now. Obviously, we're going to start right here, just because this is where the majority of the action is going to happen, and I surmise that Kush might lose their giant ballista. So, let's get into it. And they're off. So, right off the bat, here we go. Nice little charge from Lali. Ooh, he's going to start shotgunning the troops. Don't really blame him. Honestly, I would maybe dismount the ballista and have them fall back as quickly as possible. Just try and save them if I could. Kushite slave infantry going up against these guys, it's going to be... well, actually, you know what? If the slave infantry can manage to hold long enough, then the ballista can just rack up some nasty kills. But look at this, it's going to start coming around, and he's going to try and exploit some gaps that he can find. Slave infantry already breaking, no surprise there. I'm actually surprised that the Insubure player didn't offer to Vanguard deploy anything here. And but, he might have actually, to be fair. He could have, and Macedon and Kush declined. So there we go. Got some more Kushite slave infantry engaging this Sardi Axemen. Giant ballista still just hanging out. Kushite slave infantry, they're doing all right so far. Let's get some nice shots into here. We got the Kushite Royal Guard coming around. He's going to be able to get some nice side or rear charges into these units. So hopefully he'll be able to help out the Kush infantry and be able to save some. In the meantime, he's just going to keep on shotgunning troops. Don't really blame him, looks like. Yeah, Lali's going to line up with the Sardi Axemen and going to take on these Shotels. And what's their armor rating? Armor rating is 60, so the Shotels should have a pretty awesome time here. Meanwhile, back over here, what do we got going on? No sally outs, it appears. Rome looks like he was firing at the Seleucid general. Personally, I find that to be in my own opinion, I find that to be in bad taste, going right after the gen within like the first couple minutes of the game. I always felt that it was just like a no-no, a thing that you don't do right off the bat, but everyone plays different. So, the Suburays have managed to make their way up to the tortoises. They've knocked down the walls. This is going to be a hard fight for them depending on who they're up against. If they're up against Tarchuna, they might have a difficult time. Tarchuna is an all-shield and spear faction for the most part. And they're... Oh, God, look at that spam. Jeez, I wonder if there's any more spam anywhere else. It doesn't really look like it. Let's check over here, actually. Nah, not so much. Oh no, Tarchuna's over here. Going to be taking on Macedon, actually. They're getting their city guard up on the walls. Again, like I said, they are mostly... Oh, no, they do have sword units. I forgot about that. Alright, so then their trusting city guard's pretty good, actually. So thorax swords, 38, 34, 57, and 75. What do we got here? 30, 25, 75, and 70. So they don't have the melee attack and the weapon damage to really take on the thorax swords, but the melee defense and armor is pretty tanky. Meanwhile, over here, Lali's forces have been thwarted. Here's that Rome is over here along with Lali. So, it's like here that you would want to wish that you had a movable ballista. Because if you could just like move it right up here and just, I mean, could you imagine just shots just ripping through these troops right here? Whew, it would be delicious. But, personally, if I was in Subrays, what I would do is naturally charge in my troops to engage these guys, neutralize the gate tower, bring my archers around here, because you don't really have to worry about a sally out of any shape or form, and then have my archers fire into the backs and sides of these units right here, whittling them away as quickly as possible. Let's see, what does Rome got with them? We've got some, Bloodsworn that's been triple gold chevrons. We have some Britain Slingers. I'm pretty sure he has some Gallic Hunters as well. We have some Veteran Legionaries. That's what we can see so far from Rome. Neuragic Warriors. Ooh, are these guys the guys that I think they are? No, they're not. I think these are actually their heaviest. Or no, they're not. Medium infantry. Or maybe they are the top tier guys. I don't remember. Then over here, we got their bows. The Noble Sardi archers are actually really good. 40, 150 range. And they have precision shot too, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Tribalist Warriors getting thwarted away. Jesus. And honestly, he should just really get his heavier infantry in there immediately to try and deal with this mess. This one's actually pretty quick. It's down to 19 minutes and 35 seconds already. So, I'm surprised that Macedon didn't bring any tortoises with him, unless he just didn't have that DLC. Looks like a tower fell here. So they are up on the walls. They're going to start getting fired upon by slingers. I believe that's all that Tarchuna brings as far as archer infantry, with some Etruscan cav. What have we got here? Yep, some more slingers. So Tarchuna's doing pretty good here so far, I would imagine. He's got slingers in the right place, firing into the flanks of the thorax swordsmen as they're taking on. And look at that, he just keeps on sending up troops on the wall to stuff this. And honestly, it's going to work out for him. Looks like Macedon unwisely, in my opinion, split up his troops. I mean, again, he has this ballista over here. He could have brought it over here to knock down a section of the wall. That might have been a little bit better. But, yeah, Macedon, I don't think is going to have the greatest of times. Kush, meanwhile, is moving up slowly but surely. He's advancing. We haven't seen much of anything from Egypt. Back over here, fighting's going pretty intensely. Neuragic Warriors are, at least one of them is losing. But, yeah, the Gallic Elder Swordsmen are getting fired upon, so it could become a problem sooner. Oh, look at this. Is that a gap? Because it looks like one. Is he going to exploit a gap? Seleucid has gotten his archers up on the wall. Not, well, I'm not sure if that was a good move, honestly, because they're going to get focused down really, really quickly. He's going to lose out on those archers. And now it looks like he's actually bringing over more of the javelin men over here. Bloodsworn and Neuragic Warriors taking on these Tribalist Warriors. Yeah, these guys are just going to get melted pretty quickly, especially since the Bloodsworn are triple gold chevron. I mean, look at the stats. 56, 15 weapon damage, 62 melee defense, and 20 armor. So that's honestly just pretty nasty. And now look at this. The Neuragic Warrior is going to come down, try and get into the sides of these Gallic Elder Swordsmen. They're going to get beat back. pretty quickly. Seleucid is in the mix now as well. Silver Shield Swordsman. Yep, one Silver Shield. Another one. Thorax Swords going up against the Bloodsworn. They're starting to whittle them away a little bit, but now they're going to get backed up by these veteran legionaries. Yeah, that's for the most part what he brought with him, if I remember correctly. Starting to see a little bit of Egypt here. What do we got? We have some Carrion Axemen. Please tell me you just went full on Carrion Axemen. Lots of Carrion Axemen. All right, triple gold chevron. Oh Jesus, I think Egypt might have made a meme army, but you know what? Oh God, look at this. I hate trap spam, man. Like, it honestly just like bogs the game down, and it does like kind of take away from the fun a little bit. Macedon is all but gone. They really don't have much of a hope of actually trying to get in here. Again, I don't know why he had his ballista all the way over here. He would have been better off over here, knocking down a section of the wall and making a breach. But by assaulting solely the walls, he's made it easy for Tarchuna to defend with his slingers and his infantry as well. And as soon as Macedon is done and over with, they can just shift all of their forces and take on Kush. Macedon does have 3 of his Thorax Swords in, but again, I just don't see it being, you know, not going to help all that much. So we got some Cretan archers from Egypt, veteran legionary general from Rome. Seleucid is starting to break. Thorio spears got sent in, probably not used correctly. They do have 97 kills, but again, what do I always say? If you want to use them in melee, throw them up in square. That's the best way to use them. And Subre is just, I don't know what they're doing. They're just not, they're being very cautious and slow here, I feel like. And their archers are not really being utilized that effectively. I understand he's trying to focus down the Noble Sardi archers, but I think you should worry about over here more. Because I like, again, this is what I would do. What I would do is, yes, send these Gallic Elder Swordsmen over here to engage and just let them grind away. But meanwhile, focus mostly here. And like I said, bring your archers, have them set up outside the walls, fire into the backs while your infantry is engaging with the Neuragic warriors. And given some time, you'll start to make progress. As your infantry moves forward after defeating each of the enemy infantry, move your bows back to continually support firing into the back of these troops. But that's not what they did. So, Egypt, what does Egypt have? Just a lot of Carrion Axemen. It's hilarious. I'm assuming that maybe it was trying, is going to be a counter to Kush. Because they, you know, Kush has the armor piercing, but their armor, Carrion Axeman armor rating is 45, and that is ineffective against Kush's AP. So, all right, Macedon has moved his troops over. He's going to try and fully support Kush, but again, now what is this doing? This is allowing Tarchuna to just move, shift troops around. It's given our Tarchuna the ability to now just be a completely a support faction. He can move people wherever he absolutely needs to. But honestly, he doesn't have to come over here. Seleucid is having just an absolute terrible time trying to make any type of headway through here. How many kills did his? 142 for his wall artillery. What do we have here? Longbow hunters and longbow hunters. Man, this is not good. And Subre still have a decent amount of heavy infantry, but they're sending them in kind of piecemeal, I feel like, and they're not really supporting that much. However, you do have a pretty nice gap here. But where to go at this point is difficult to say. You're going to send this tired, taking fire against this fresh unit of veteran legionaries. I don't think the Gallic Elder Swordsmen are going to have a very good time there. Yeah, just full on Carrion Axeman. That's fantastic. I'm here for it, honestly. So yeah, Macedon is just kind of giving up on this flank. Honestly, going all the way over here is tricky. because you kind of have to like time your shit correctly to match up with the rest of your allies, I feel like, or I don't know. It's just attacking this section of the wall is difficult. Not to say that it's impossible, because it can pay off in dividends. But yeah, they just got absolutely slaughtered. And again, it's because either he didn't have the DLC to be able to bring tortoises, or he just didn't bring tortoises. Either way, though. Moving right along, Egypt's ballistas up to 40 kills. They're probably out of ammo. Kush has managed to make his way in completely. Armored Chota warriors are firing in. Thorax swords are doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Ooh, wow. Kush just threw in his gen. Absolutely YOLO'd him. He's not going to get out of this. He might have done this because he might have been feeling a little bit of frustration at what was going on. I honestly can't really blame him. It is slightly annoying, you know, when your teammates don't do as well as you'd hope that they would. Seleucid has sent in his cav to try and assist, but again, this isn't helping. You're not going to actually. And now he's pushing. Looks like he's trying to push through. But yeah, don't charge your cav into the rear. Oh, were there spike traps here? No, maybe not. So I've never noticed these before, actually. What is this? I know, I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. What is that? It's like a mosaic on the ground. That's weird. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, oh, he got out. Oh, is he still alive? He is still alive. Managed to get out. Up to 280 kills, though. Not bad. Managed to make the Etruscan City Guard start to waver, so that's pretty cool. He still has his ballista that he can try and get in. I would try and get them in as quickly as I possibly could, honestly. Back over here, most of the stupid traps have been destroyed. No real fighting going on over here, though. Meanwhile, there's still lots and lots of street fighting going on this side. But, yeah, Seleucid. And look at this. See what I say? Tarchuna brought over some troops over here to assist if they needed it. Silver Seal Swords getting beat up by some veteran legionaries. They're already probably depleted to begin with. Subrays also backing them up. I'm surprised that these guys don't get any type of, like, you know, like headhunt or anything like that. But heavy neuragic runners. Oh, are these the guys? Yes, these are the guys. All right, hold on. These guys are fucking cool. They're basically shock infantry because their melee defense isn't that great, really. But they're charged. They got a nasty charge bonus. Where is it? 45. So look, they have a. See that? Their fist. It's called a cestus, and it's like brass knuckles on steroids, basically. It's basically, you know, like brass or iron or whatever, and it would encompass as like basically like a metal mitten that you would wear and have like spikes and shit all over it, and then of course you'd have armor going up your arm to protect your forearm. But yeah, you would just fucking wail on people in the face with your heavily armored fist. So that's what these guys. That's what these guys have. It's pretty cool, but again, like I said, they're shock infantry. They're good, and that's exactly what it looks like. What he's doing too. He's charging them in and out. They're going to do some pretty serious damage there. Let's get some screenshots. Ooh, actually, that's another thing. I changed my fucking screenshot button to F11, so hopefully it doesn't act all dumb again. Let's see, more. Just so many carrying axemen. It was absolutely hilarious. He went like full on projectile build, and it's great. I love it. Let's go right here, actually. There we go. No zipping around for no absolute reason. What's strange too is that like I hit I like checked the keybinds in Rome too, right? To see like what F12 was binded to. It's not bound to anything, so I don't know why the hint F12 makes the camera go flying. But it is what it is. So anyway, Macedon is finally inside. Hopefully he'll be able to help out with his Cretan archers somehow, some way. Royal Peltis looks like they might be in the mix as well. It'll only be a matter of time before I get a, hey, you want to come play? Carrying Axeman. Oh, there's a general. What is it? Carrying Axeman. Wouldn't expect anything less. So, got some Trushkin heavy hoplites surrounded by some armored Shotel and Shotel warriors. They're going to be tearing through those guys nice and quick. Let's see. It's always good to get a couple screenshots, you know? Getting one with projectiles in the air is always fun too. That's what I would like. Let's see. Okay. All right. There we go. So where are we at here? Tarchuna they're doing pretty good still. They're holding on. I feel like that they don't, well, no, actually they do still have quite a few troops left. They're actually coming out and around. Gonna surround Macedon here. Macedon does have his cab. Hopefully he'll be able to get them in. Again, they're only citizen cab, but if you can do something with them, then that would be great. Actually, no, they just got up there, so we won't be able to get the slingers, unfortunately. I wonder if his ballista here still has ammo. It looks like it does. What would be funny is if he, A, has enough ammo, and B, started firing at this wall right here to knock it down just to get rid of these slingers. I wonder where his mobile artillery is, and it's inside. Yes, love to see it. 6 minutes left in this replay, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that cool YouTube stuff. It helps out the channel, and it makes me feel like you really care. So, let's see. Cretan archers firing in. Yeah, Egypt is... Obviously, they're struggling a little bit. They went full-on carrying axemen. But... Let's see. 46... I think we just had a unit break here. Let's see if we can find any grabbing units. Carrying Axeman, 90 kills, not bad. I'm going to go ahead and say that's pretty good for a carrying Axeman unit. Maybe they can probably actually get better. Ooh, there we go. Artillery's going to start the shotgun round. Hopefully, why is he running? Oh, slingers, that's why. But what about the Cretans? Don't you got that ammo left? Yeah. Where's his other? I know he has another Cretan archer somewhere, right? So I would, obviously get the 2 Cretan archers, set up shop right here, fire arrows, rapid reload, go to town in this. Get it out of there. All right, meanwhile, back over here in Subares and Seleucid, jeez, just got absolutely decimated. Seleucid's done for. Their general appears to not be on the field of battle anymore, whether he's dead or routed. I didn't say he's dead, so he probably ran away. And now Rome and Loli are going to be able to fully focus the entire might of the remaining army against Kush. Notice I just said against Kush because Macedon doesn't really count. They don't have much left. And they're trying to do what they can to contain. Why did he bring his slingers down off the wall? 78 kills. Hilarious that the Median, their citizen cav, is losing against these slingers. Absolutely fantastic. It probably doesn't help that where are they? Looks like the Rhodian slingers are firing into the citizen cav. So that does not help at all. Macedon's moving up his replay. This dude's not going to end up using this at all. He's going to have this and have not used at all, except for getting 34 kills, and it's going to be complete and utter waste. Honestly, with carrying Axeman, you should have just sallied them out one after the ballista, just to get out of there. So now Kush is being forced to kind of bottle up a little bit. They're going to take on some of the Noble Sardi archers. Let's see what the melee defense is 44, armor's 30, health is 55, melee attack and weapon damage 29 and 34. So, being that their armor is 30, they might fare pretty well again. And it also helps that there's 4 of them that are basically a full unit. But yeah, they'll probably do pretty well against the armored Choto warriors, even if it was just 1 unit. So, veteran legionaries actually winning against these Shotels. Not surprising though, legionaries are fresh, and these guys were winded. Unfortunately, this spells the end, I believe, for our attackers. Not much left. Yep, there goes the ballista. The ballista is gone. Mastodon didn't even get his... I mean, like, what are you doing? Get your ballista in here. Send your thorax swords over here to deal with these guys who are just chasing after you. 121 kills for the slingers. And then I don't know. Mastodon checked out. I don't know what he's doing. Firing into the carrion axeman. Citizen Cav losing. Etruscan Cav riding around. They're gonna get some kills here, there, and everywhere. And yeah, that's gonna be it. That's all she wrote, folks.
Give them fire!
Things that could have been done differently. Attacking over here is really tough. It's really, really tough. Because the minute you get in, you're in a tight spot. All you have are choke points that you have to fight for. And it's really difficult. This, honestly, is probably your best bet right here. This whole section. If you're hell-bent on going here. But yeah, personally, I would stick to this side. You have lots of room to work with, move around. So, and yeah, Mastodon is just not really, you know what I mean? Like, he could be using this if he really tried. He could be using this, he could have got this ballista in a lot sooner. He could have used it to knock down the walls. He could have landed, honestly, oh no, he couldn't have landed right here, my bad. Or at least as soon as he landed 1 unit, he could have moved it over to deal with the ballista, and then he could have moved up his own ballista to take out the walls. But what are you gonna do? Hindsight's 20/20, folks. That's why I can sit here watching replays and say, "Hey, could have done this." When in reality, when I'm playing, I too make stupid mistakes. I am not infallible just because I sit here and, give good and or bad criticisms of what's going on. All right. Let's get into it. Big Gucci, my boy. You got to work on your A game. You can do better. 1,716 kills, 123 for his gen, 37 for the ballista. Again, he could have used that. He could have used that if he had gotten it in. He could have supported Kush in such a way. Ooh, but Kush did absolutely amazing. Okay, we'll get to Kush in a second. 72 and 26 for his Citizen Cav, 145, 125, 88, and 150 for his range units. So not bad there. They did pretty good. 152, 136 from his Royal Peltis. Those also did really good. Ooh, pardon me, 43, 96, 204, 30, 13, 94, 32, 75, 38, 37 for the thorax swords. Emperor Candy Katsu getting 3,254 kills. Nice job. 324 for his gen. Awesome. 92 for the African Ballista. 168 for the Big Boy Ballista. 153, 27, 7, and 30 for the archers. That's unfortunate. They probably got caught out when he wasn't paying attention and microwing somewhere else. It happens. It is unfortunate, but what are you going to do? You just got to plod along. 189, 191, 234, 330, and 379 for his armored Shoto warriors. Well done. 130, 104, and 175 for his slave infantry, Kushite slave infantry. Very good. Holy shit, 237 for regular slave infantry. Wow. That is actually astonishing. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. 199, 89, and 195 for the Shotel Warriors. So well done overall with your units. Patrick Latu. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know I'm butchering your name. I'm not trying to be mean, honestly. 2,163 kills, 131 for his gen, 85, 175, 186, and 80 for his archers. Again, he could have gotten a lot of more kills with his archers if he had brought them along the side of those walls, fired into the back of Lali's forces, and supported his troops. But next time, bud. Next time. 132, 114, 108, 101, 204, 35, 121, 54, 305, 116, and 158 for the Gallic Elder Swords, and then 46, 0, and 12 for the Tribal Warriors. And they just got beat up real quick. Worf with 1,092 kills, 32 for his gen, 26 for his Median Cav, 25 for the Javelinmen, 1, 31, 15, and 6. Jesus Christ for the archers. That's because he put one of the archers, or both, up on the walls before he, had command of the square below him. 94, 53, 93, 134, 135, 81, and 68 for the Silver Shield Swordsman, 97 for the Thorir Spears, and then 90, 91, and 20. Silver Shield Swordsmen aren't necessary. You would have been better off going with Royal Peltists. Maybe 3 Royal Peltists, 2 or 3 Thorio Spears, and then the rest Thorax Swords. And no Median Cav. And also the Shield Bearer General instead of the Hellenic Cataphract. Moving on to the defenders. Gauls to the walls. 2,607 kills. 0 for his general. 89, 0, 91. 196, 270, 145, 95, 189, and 117 for the veteran legionaries. 7, 289, 205, and 76 for his ranged units. And 185, 62, 98, 42, 170, and 284 for the Bloodsworn. Lully, or Branth, 2,375 kills, 116 for the Sheridan Horsemen, 263, 233, 189, and 178 for the Noble Sardi Archers, 262, 235, 116, 136 for the Heavy Neuragic Runners, 211, 124, 49, 52, and 63 for the Neuragic Warriors, and then 10, 22, 31, and 85 for the Sardi Axemen. Jason with 1,697 kills, 92 for the Etruscan Cav, 80, 49, 126, and 8 for the Slingers, 188, 108, 73, 49, 72, 110, 75, 52, and 213 for the Etruscan City Guard, and then 12, 103, 34, 116, 49, and 88 for the Etruscan Heavy Hoplites. And then Noble Ewok, going with the full-on Carrion Axeman build. Bless your heart, my dude. 30, 83, 46, 23, 81, 6, 48, 131, 89, 113, 99, 84, 90, 54, 54, and 46 for the Carrion Axeman, and then 80, 51, 52, 13 for the Mercenary Rhodian Slingers. Not bad. Not bad at all. Man, 3,254 though. That is something. Well, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. With that being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are, whatever time it is while you're watching this. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.